into the game and see what Zergling decided to counter deck with. Oh, Yellow Rush.
Yeah, okay. I take it
Now,
back. We should have known it was coming.
right, right. Wait, Champion?
Oh, no, it's yeah. Wait, is it Flyers? What cards did he just mulligan? Last Nightmare and...
Yeah, it's gotta be Flyers. Or some weird X combo. So, there's been a few people that have tried, like, putting prayer and, like, cards into control decks, and it doesn't usually work out too well, but maybe he's found a combination that he thinks
Yeah.
is strong.
I mean, one prayer in Windborn Champion decks might actually be decent. Not sure. But, yeah, I think even in Flyers 3 it's very wrong because they can just clog
Yeah,
up your hand.
I think in Flyers you only ever really see one prayer.
Well, and
Okay,
if
and it is
okay.
Flyers.
Yeah, look at these predicts. Casters on point or something. Anyway, so Flyers, this is going to be interesting. I guess I'm not sure I've seen this matchup. It will depend how their creatures line up.
Yeah,
Right.
unfortunately for the Flyer deck though, he gets the buffed Axe Grinder position, and unless Zergling draws into another Flyer, that 3/3 is not going to be able to deal with it.
Yeah, I almost wonder though if in Mazine's position I would have played the Axe Grinder, like because I don't want to take 5 damage on it, and I have this Flame Burst, which really just wants to hit exactly this creature.
Really,
So
you would have opted in to avoid a risky play.
I would have thought about it. I don't know in the end what I would have chosen, but Zergling didn't have the second flyer, so Mazine's getting massively rewarded for his line.
Yep. As Zergling, you feel like you have to Soul Drain trade, right?
I mean, if you don't, he just hits it next turn, right? And
But
collects
actually gets
one.
to collect, yeah. And get the
Well,
aggressive mountain.
if you, which he didn't
Oh,
want.
he didn't opt in for it.
So Mazine did that last time as well. I guess he's definitely playing this kind of differently. Yeah, he's playing it really mid-range, which is cool.
Yeah. So
And
he's
this
saying, you
also,
know what, I don't want to let you play any flyers or any harvesters on either side. I want to contest the entire...
if I mean, and Mazine flame bursted the creature as well, rather than going to 1 HP. So he's really playing around removal and around vampire. Like if he'd taken the trade and stepped there and got vampired, the game is like really bad for Mazine.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, really good heads-up plays by Mazine to recognize that it's a flyer deck and he can win by just pressuring them out of the board.
yeah, I mean, I really like this actually because the reason people don't play Red Rush quote unquote as a control deck is because it doesn't have good options on a spread out board. Like it's very easy for their opponent to outmaneuver them. But if you're double collecting from the opponent's well, they can't outmaneuver that. You're right on top of them. So you get most of the advantage of
Do you
being
play
control deck.
Hate Seed or Firebringer here? I think
How
I've
big is
asked you this
Firebringer?
before.
4/4.
Would you rather play a 4/4 for 4? Oh,
Man,
wait,
I
okay,
don't want to.
actually, you would rather just play...
I want to play neither and draw.
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, also
Well, he
last time
couldn't
you
draw
asked me,
because he made the lands to collect with the War
yeah, draw
Beast.
next turn.
Oh.
No, I think he has to play something. I think you play the hit seed. Last time you asked me the question, I think I said Firebringer, but at that point there was a bug that made Firebringer discount hit seeds.
Right.
Uh,
Also, my question thinking back was actually different. It was, would you rather play a 5/5 for 4
the real
or
question is, as
a 4/5
Zergling,
for
do you
3?
push double Windborn Champion? Right? Yeah. Do you do this?
He
Oh,
didn't play both. I'm a bit
that's
surprised by that because you could have set up a 2-turn clock if you played both.
yeah. I think playing only one is a bit wishy-washy.
So maybe he's expecting to actually move over to collect and then use another Windborn
But
champion to push it to double collect trade.
I
But you're
don't
right,
think
I
you
think
placed it
he
on
put it
face
in the
then.
wrong
Like there must
spot.
have been somewhere you could have put it that was better for that.
Yeah, I feel
I
like
mean,
in this wall spot would have been
so
better.
there it gets killed by the 5/4.
Oh,
So
right.
it would have
Never
to be
mind.
like mirrored on the other side or something. So ideally where he'd
Over
want
here it
it,
dies to trade Cypher, though.
yeah. So the ideal position you want it is if it had been deployed where the 4/4 was and then flown all the way down. But I guess the 4/4 was blocking that.
Yeah.
Maybe Mazine on Zergling on purpose or yeah, maybe Mazine on purpose or not was actually just blocking all of the good champion spots where it couldn't get killed. But I don't see why you don't play two anyway. Like playing the second champion and playing them both in position to collect on say the left makes it incredibly hard to kill both.
Yeah. What do you think of this line by Mazine? Just drop the Outland Ranger and just
I
leave it
think,
there to potentially ciphers?
I mean, it's gonna get so drained, and like I think that doing that and not even campfiring it was um pretty,
Suspect?
yeah. Like you're so far ahead on board, you're collecting so much. I think you should be defending because you're double clicking every turn, and that does give flyers a chance because it means that you have to defend your face and be controlling the double collecting spots versus Wimborne Champion with charge 5.
You know, this has got
Uh,
to sound weird, but I feel like Zergling is actually ahead
I
if
mean,
Zergling
yeah.
were to clear the board.
Well, he doesn't. I don't think he needs to clear the board. I think he can just Sword Rain the 3/2 and trade the Dune Drake for the 4/4. And yeah, keep smacking face. Like I think it's very hard.
Well, we know Mazine has Campfire, right? And so Zergling has to know that too, because Outland Ranger was played. So that 4/4
Yeah.
is going to get Campfired and favorably trade on the
And
Dune Drake.
when was the Dune Drake played? Oh, last turn.
No, it was
Oh,
played this turn.
oh,
It was
whoops.
just played.
Yeah, I think what card? Hang on, did Zergling just draw the Dune Drake, or
No,
did he
no,
draw it off the
he
draw
had
button?
it. He drew Vampire off of prayer, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I think then what I would have done. Oh, he didn't even Sword Rain the 3/2. Yeah. I think what I would have done as Zergling was I would have pushed the Windborne Champion to his face and Sword Rain the 3/2 and played Desert Dune Drake and just tried to set up lethal maybe.
Wow, these were... You don't outcast. No way.
As
Okay. So these
'cause-
were fast plays by Mazine. It looks like he had already calculated exactly how to clear the board and develop two
yeah.
creatures.
But yeah, Mazine. So the thing was, Mazine has been ridiculously ahead on mana for a while. So Zergling's only line was to try and like affect the local mana advantage. So if he'd put all his forces on Mazine's face, and Mazine can't even really defend that, and then the question is, can Mazine kill him in 2 turns? I think that would have been much better than opting into all these trades because as
Well,
soon as
or he should have just tried to get the most efficient trades as he could,
yeah
whereas trading a Dune Drake for a 4/4 Fireburner isn't even good for you.
yeah, though it's interesting Mazine didn't campfire it. Maybe he's just really scared of vampires. But yeah, like as
Right.
soon as the boards traded off, even roughly equally, Mazine was incredibly ahead because he'd been gathering so much more the entire game.
This is game 3, right?
Yes, this is game 3. So Zergling has 9 mana and a Lost Nightmare. I mean, it's actually reasonably hard for Mazine to kill him here, but I don't. On the flip side, I don't really see Zergling's path to come back. Like the normal answer in Flyers is, "Well, have you played all your Windborne champions?" And unfortunately for Zergling, the answer is yes. So at this point, he's just kind of grinding it out with a red player who is collecting, and has very angry creatures in his deck. I do like
So
to
you
manage.
just campfire your
I,
Fireburner to
I
trade, right?
just draw a card.
Oh, well now you double Flame Burst.
Yeah, now you double flame burst. Oh, I mean, I think that's just worse because as soon as you hit the opponent for 6, that's effectively your double flame burst worth of value already.
Now you outcast, right? Because you're not playing any creature, so you
Yellow
basically
Fires has
deny
no
your
hate.
opponent from
There's
using
no
Wind
reason.
Soldiers or something?
Yellow Fires doesn't run Wind Soldier. Only you want to do that in your hog.
Fair enough, fair enough.
But yeah, I don't think it's. Oh, well, actually, it's literally game here unless Zergling Soul Drains. So yeah,
There we
okay.
go, game over. Mazine will take the match 2-1.
Yeah. Congrats on the comeback from Mazine.